Hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to have you here. Our topic is all about leadership and how to maximize your impact. The title is, A Leader's Greatest Leverage is Not What They Do, It's What They Enable Others to Do. We'll explore how delegating tasks can build trust and empower your team members. Over the next few slides, we'll look at practical ways to enhance your leadership through effective delegation. Let's get started. Delegation is often seen as just shifting tasks from one person to another, but it's actually much more than that. It acts as a catalyst for both individual growth and organizational development. When we delegate effectively, we're not only distributing workload, but also empowering our team members to develop new skills and confidence. Now, if we look at growth strategies, research from Gallup shows some impressive results. Leaders who master the art of delegation tend to see 112% higher growth and 33% greater profitability. That's a significant impact, highlighting how crucial delegation is for strategic success. Proven results also show that delegation frees leaders up to focus on high-impact priorities. Instead of getting bogged down in routine tasks, leaders can concentrate on what truly moves the needle. Plus, it helps prevent burnout and bottlenecks that can slow down progress. So, why does delegation matter more than we might think? Because it's not just about managing workload. It's about fostering a culture of growth, enhancing productivity, and achieving better results overall. When we delegate wisely, we're setting the stage for both personal and organizational success. When we talk about ownership, the key idea is that you own the reporting process and, ultimately, you deliver the outcome. This builds a sense of autonomy and accountability because it puts the responsibility directly on you. It's about trusting yourself to see the task through and to produce results without constant oversight. Contrast that with a task assignment like, finish this report by Friday. That creates dependency. It limits growth because it's focused on the task itself, not on developing ownership or independence. When we shift from just assigning tasks to fostering true ownership, we're encouraging confidence, innovation, and self-sufficiency across the team. This change represents a trust shift, from simply assigning tasks to empowering individuals to take full responsibility. It's about moving from a mindset of task completion to one of outcome ownership, which ultimately drives better results and stronger teams. Effective delegation really demands that leaders let go and genuinely trust their people. It's about having confidence in your team's abilities and giving them the space to succeed. When we constantly oversee or check in on every detail, it sends a message that we don't trust them. And let's be honest, that kind of micromanagement can be really demotivating. It can make team members feel undervalued and stifled. A lot of leaders fall into the trap of perfectionism or feel the need to oversee every step because they're afraid of losing control. But the truth is, that fear often keeps them from delegating effectively. It's a tricky balance because trust is the key factor here. When leaders resist delegation, it's usually because of that underlying fear that something might go wrong or that they're losing control. Understanding this trust factor is crucial because it's at the heart of why delegation can be so challenging. Ultimately, effective leadership is about building that trust, letting go of the need to control every detail, and empowering your team to take ownership. That's how we create not just productive teams, but motivated and engaged ones. Believing in your team's skills and judgment is really the foundation for unlocking accountability and initiative. When we trust their abilities, they feel more empowered to take ownership of their work and to bring their best ideas forward. Trust of capability is about having confidence that your team has the skills and knowledge needed to succeed. But it's not just about believing in their talents. It's also about supporting them through open, honest dialogue. Constructive feedback plays a crucial role here because it helps keep everyone aligned and confident in their roles. Then we have trust of communication. This is about building relationships based on reliability and integrity. When team members know they can count on each other to communicate honestly and follow through on commitments, it creates a strong, empowered team environment. Finally, building trust through delegation involves understanding the three dimensions of trust: capability, communication, and character. When you delegate effectively, you're not just passing off tasks, you're demonstrating trust in their skills, maintaining open channels of dialogue, and showing confidence in their character. Together, these elements help foster a culture of trust that drives accountability and initiative across the team. Effective delegation is truly a structured practice, not just a simple handoff. It's about building a process that reinforces trust and accelerates development within your team. When you review work and reinforce trust, you show your team that you value their efforts and are committed to their growth. Providing feedback and recognition is essential. It motivates and guides them in the right direction. Offering resources while granting autonomy helps empower your team to take ownership of their tasks. Remember, providing support is key. Be there to assist when needed without micromanaging. It's also important to clarify objectives and deadlines up front, so everyone is aligned on what success looks like and when it's expected. Setting clear expectations helps prevent misunderstandings and keeps projects on track. Matching skills and career goals to the tasks at hand ensures your team members are engaged and developing in areas that matter to them. When choosing the right person for a task, consider both the complexity and the impact. It's about the right fit for the right challenge. Assessing each task carefully helps you determine the level of delegation required. And finally, when delegation is done correctly, it becomes a practical step that fosters trust, growth, and efficiency across your team. Remember, effective delegation isn't just about offloading work. It's about empowering your team and strengthening your leadership. When guiding others, it's important to offer support when needed, but also to create space for ownership and accountability to develop naturally. This balance helps empower your team rather than micromanaging them. Constant check-ins, for example, can actually signal a lack of confidence and undermine the autonomy you've given. It's a fine line. Checking in too much can send the message that you don't trust their judgment, which can be counterproductive. Also, be mindful about what tasks you delegate. Delegating only undesirable or politically charged tasks can breed resentment and erode trust over time. It's important to share the workload fairly and thoughtfully, so everyone feels valued and engaged. And finally, avoid dumping the difficult work onto others. When you offload only the challenging or unpleasant tasks, it can create frustration and damage relationships. Instead, aim for balanced delegation that promotes growth for your team and maintains trust. So, in summary, watch out for these pitfalls: overchecking, unfair delegation, and avoiding tough conversations, because they can undermine the very leadership qualities you're working to develop. Delegation is really the foundation for developing the leaders of tomorrow. When we delegate effectively, we not only build their skills but also boost their confidence, which is crucial for their growth. This process helps cultivate future leaders right now, in the present moment. You'll notice that teams empowered with ownership tend to outperform those that aren't. They're more motivated, more engaged, and ultimately more productive. And there's a tangible impact on the bottom line as well. Leaders who delegate effectively can achieve about 33% greater profitability compared to those who don't. That's a significant difference, showing how powerful delegation can be for business results. Plus, when teams are empowered and trusted, we see higher revenue growth, about 112% in some cases. It really demonstrates how empowering teams drives not just morale, but real measurable success. So, in action, this is about turning delegation into a practical tool that creates real-world impact. It's about fostering growth today that leads to stronger, more capable leaders tomorrow. A delegation culture doesn't happen by accident. It's something we build intentionally, step by step, through empowered decisions made consistently. When trust, transparency, and recognition become the norm within a team, people don't hesitate or wait around to be delegated to. Instead, they naturally step forward, take initiative, and lead from every level of the organization. It's important to remember that individual moments of delegation are valuable. They help develop skills and confidence. But what truly sustains growth over time is cultivating a strong delegation culture. This culture acts as a multiplier, amplifying the impact of every delegated task and empowering the whole team to thrive. So, when we focus on intentionally fostering this kind of environment, where people feel trusted and recognized, we create a foundation that supports ongoing growth and leadership at all levels. That's how a true delegation culture becomes a powerful driver of success. Delegation is truly one of leadership's most powerful tools for growth. When you master the art of delegation, you're not just building better teams, you're building better futures. It's about letting go, stepping back, and trusting your team to handle important tasks. And in doing so, you'll see your team and your own leadership reach new heights. Trust is at the core of effective delegation. Instead of just assigning tasks, shift your mindset to give your team true ownership of outcomes. That means handing over not just the action, but the responsibility for the result. Now, think about what you can delegate right now. What tasks can you free up so you can focus on bigger priorities? Delegation isn't just about workload. It's about empowering others to grow and take charge. So I want you to reflect on this challenge. Start building trust today. Identify one task or responsibility you can delegate and see how it transforms your team's confidence and your leadership journey. Remember, when you delegate effectively, you're unlocking potential and paving the way for future success.